Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Just want to do a quick video, testimony time. I just want to give my quick testimony to when I witnessed this human image technology that is apparently in the Bible. Before I get into this, I just want to say, um, when I tell most people already know that the scriptures have multiple meanings, multiple depths, and are timeless, endless, infinite, and like the Word of God said himself, like Jesus said himself, my words do not pass away. So if there are listeners out there who are coming from different backgrounds and stuff like that, because there is no broad stroke in the walk of Christ. There is no broad stroke. Just generally speaking, there is no broad stroke, but amazingly, the Bible covers it all for everybody. So some people see certain dimensions in the scriptures that could be very well accurate, and your average Joe is like, well, I come from this background, and they see it another way, and it doesn't mean anybody is wrong, or you know I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm saying. The scriptures are just that amazing, and they don't lie, and the scriptures, they cover everything, um, more than we can fathom. That's for sure. So this topic in this video gets into the more deeper, heavier stuff, that can be found in the scriptures, and it really pertains to based on experience. I think unless you experience some of this stuff, it's going to go way over your head, and your heart. It might be even offensive to the heart, and just be like, I don't want to deal with this. Um, you know, Stuff like that. I get that way sometimes. Um, but I just want to give this testimony because I know this stuff is true. I don't have all the answers. I don't understand all this stuff, but but I have witnessed it firsthand, and I just want to share this. YouTuber Ninania covers this kind of stuff and studies out this stuff because her testimony, her experiences, she's had a lot of interactions and experiences with this stuff. Um, so, so that's the lens, the biblical lens that she goes through. And when I refer or endorse people or whatever, it doesn't mean I agree with everything we say. Not, we're all, it's not like that. Everything has to be taken with discernment and a grain of salt. But the general idea, we just point people in the right direction. So, anyway, here's my testimony. Back in around 2017, there was a time my sister came to visit from California because one of her best friends passed away. A friend that I knew, childhood best friend. She lived a couple houses down the street from us growing up. Um, she passed away early from alcoholism and left behind a family and children. Very tragic. Now, I'm in my situation, and of course, my situation. I'm surrounded by my persecutors um, all the time, and they try to one up you. They need that stress and anxiety, that attack on your nervous system, because it gives them supernatural. That sustains them literally, I think. Okay. Um, but anyway, it was the day of this family friend. The day of the funeral. Of course, I did not go because I'm unable to leave the house because of the break-ins and whatnot. Um, but that day, I'm walking to the supermarket. I'm going out. lo and behold, somebody stops me and asks for directions. Hey, do you know where this is? And you know who asked me the directions? The woman whose funeral it was that day, who I knew my whole life. Well, growing up, childhood. And it looked like her, it sounded like her, but inside it wasn't her. It was completely soulless. I mean, just thinking about it, it gives me chills. And my gang stalkers, my persecutors did this, because it's a shock and it's going to freak you out. And and then they're just waiting for beep, beep, yeah, traumatize them, kill, kill, kill. That's what they do. But thanks to Nanania's stuff, and just my persecution, in my situation, I just expect to get hit. Thanks to looking into and Nanania's stuff, my persecutors didn't get the one up on me. I took it. And I'm like, all right, well, that's BS. That's just another attack. That's just another gaslighting street theater on steroids when they bring us somebody's whose funeral, actually the image of that person talk to you. They whip out the alien technology and supernatural stuff. Because this stuff is an attack on the nervous system. But anyway, I've witnessed this stuff myself. I saw that woman the day of her funeral. It wasn't her inside, but the voice was the same and it looked just like her. And so Nanania covers this stuff that the Bible talks about, that the beast, Satan, the deity of Satan, uses an image technology. And you can find it through the scriptures. Like, I believe, and they're able to take the image of dead people. For example, Obama looks like mirror image of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. I'm sorry, I can't give names. You could look this stuff up. Clearly, I believe Obama is not human. I believe the Pope is not human. In Revelation, it says those who worship the beast's image. Okay? And yes, the scriptures have multiple dimensions. The word image can mean, just a false doctrine or this on the most secular and simple way. Yes, it doesn't mean that's incorrect. But there can be a deeper roots in these meanings of stuff that is just way beyond our head. And, so, I think the Bible covers it all. And so I just wanted to give this testimony. If anybody has ever, back like a year ago when I was deceived out of ignorance, I wrote that book, Origins. I do have the PDFs, but I did give my testimony of aliens and all that kind of stuff in there. And one of my testimonies, maybe I might post that on my blog, and I would have to read it again to see if it's, legitimate, if it doesn't stray out of doctrine, if it's just my testimony. I might put that on my blog. But yes, I've had first-hand encounters with aliens, but I've never seen anything that wasn't human. But I have seen things that were not human underneath, that the soul was not human, and I could tell. One time I gave a testimony in the mall. I saw this one abnormally tall black woman who I guess would be beautiful to our standards, but inside the soul of that person was just a slithering serpent reptile. I could just tell, and I just, whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to share that was my testimony that happened around 2017. Stuff is real, folks. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Thanks for listening. Peace out.